Hello! In this video, you will learn how to name the notes in both of the treble and bass clef staffs. So before we can learn the name of the notes and where they go on the staff, we have to understand what letters we're using. In music, when we name notes, we use the first 7 letters of the alphabet. So we use A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So anytime that you come back to a G, you go right back to A and start the alphabet over again, and it just loops continuously. Alright, so if those are the letter names that we're using, let's take a look at where we're going to place the notes on the staff. So let's start with the treble clef staff. So when you're placing notes, you use the lines and spaces of a clef, or a staff. So let's start putting the notes on. We'll put it on the line here. You can see that when a note is on the line, it's covering the line, so the line goes through the note. When you place a note in a space, it has to be in the space, not touching or not overlapping the lines on either side. So you alternate notes going line, space, until you have one for each line and space of the staff. Alright, so now we have our notes on the staff. Let's learn the names of them. In the treble clef, the lines go as follows: E, G, B, D, and F. The word poem we use to remember this is, "Every good boy deserves fudge." Now, the spaces of the treble clef use the acronym FACE. So the spaces are F, A, C, and E. Helps us to remember it when we think of FACE. So now, how does this apply? Well, if a note is on the first line, it is named E. If it's on the second line, it is a G. If it's on the first space, it will be an F. So if you're given a note and you're asked to name it, you should count up the lines. So if we want to name this note, we look here, we've got every for E, good for G, boy for B, deserves D. So this would be a D. So let's just go ahead and write in the names of the notes as follows. So here we get back to G again, and we loop back to A, right? Go back to A. Start the musical alphabet again. Alright, so there are our pitches written out for the treble clef staff. Let's take a look at the bass clef now. Alright, so there are notes written in the bass clef again, right? There's our bass clef, we have line, space, alternating on every one. Now let's take a look at the names of the lines. The lines in the bass clef goes G, B, D, F, and A. Now the word poem we use for that is, "Good boys deserve fudge always." So if a note is on the first line, it would be a G. Third line, it would be a D, and so forth. And the spaces are A, C, E, and G. Now the word poem that I use is, "All cows eat grass." So if it's on the first space, it is an A, second C, third E, fourth G. So let's quickly write in those note names. And we get G, right? We go back around to A again. Alright, so there are all our names written in for the bass clef.